Uh, Dr. Horrible is this really cool web series about this guy who's an amateur villain who wants to be a professional villain, who also has a crush on a girl. And it's pretty cool because you can kind of take away the superhero aspect and it just becomes a guy who's doing what he thinks he needs to do to be cool because he sees other people doing it. Um, it's pretty obvious that Dr. Horrible kind of envies the naturally gifted Hammer, who's just got these like really cool superpowers and doesn't feel pain. So he tries to emulate him, and in doing that, he wants to advance his status to the point where Penny will love him. But that kind of backfires on him because he's kind of lying to himself and who he wants to be. Because Dr. Horrible is a villain, and he kind of came to that conclusion on his own. But he does have the tendency to want to be a hero, so he wants to be Hammer pretty much. And but you know, in his own twisted way, he thinks there isn't room for him to be a hero with Hammer there because Hammer's always going to have the advantage, so he has to beat Hammer to take his status. One thing that's kind of questionable about this performance is that Penny isn't she's not as much a character as she is kind of just a point, or just like a motivation for a character. So she kind of goes along with what's kind of obviously Hammer being just like a big tool. And then, you know, she doesn't figure out until like it's like glaringly obvious that he's not actually a good guy. She's not really a strong character, and she kind of bends to the whims of both of the main characters. So, yeah, in that regard, it's not a very good it's not a very good musical from a feminist standpoint. One song I really like is the song he sings right as he gets accepted into Dead Horse's League of Villains, and it's really cool because it's got a very like kind of melancholy tone, because he's finally gotten what he wants, but he he had to pay the ultimate price. So what was really important to him was Penny, and he had to lose that to get what he thought was important, and that kind of made him realize that he had his priorities wrong, but at that point it was too late.